What's going on, guys? What's going on? Let me finish up here real quick. Let me finish up here and we will get started in a second. It will get started. Having me do all this shit yourself, man. All right. Should be good. What's going on, guys? This is your host, Ron C., and this is the You Won't Say It, I Will podcast. You can now find me on Spotify. I am on Spotify now as of late last week. Of course, you search it. You won't say it. I will. Also, you can find me on iTunes, Stitcher, and Google Play. And you can find me on Twitter, YWSIIW podcast. Again, sorry, Twitter, YWSIIW podcast. You also gonna find me on there. Yeah, but yeah, how you guys doing, man? We said it's daylight savings and shit, and got this extra hour and everything, which you know, the only thing I say I like the extra hour, but one thing I don't like about the extra hour that comes with it is early darkness. Yeah, I'm not really down with the early darkness. I can't stand. Cause me personally, I'm going to work like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning most times, maybe lower sometimes, but usually around 3, 4 o'clock. It's still dark out, regardless. No, no matter what the daylight savings time it is. So I'm going to work in the dark, and another thing too, that's let me know it's about to start fucking getting cold. So now I'm going to dark in the work in the dark, and it's cold. And now not all the time, but it's a handful of times here and there where I'm coming home and it's dark, and it's getting dark. Like it starts off usually when the daylight savings starts. It starts off still around like a little after 5, but it'll start getting darker a little early. So it's like fucking 4:19 in the afternoon, and it's fucking dark. I can't stand that shit. But usually I'm getting off a little bit earlier and stuff. Depending on how my day goes, when you drive trucks, it goes anyway. Any way possible, wherever it wants to do. But I mean, it is a lot of times I'm getting home, but sometimes I'm not going straight home. Sometimes I got shit to do. I'm going to the gym or something. It really all depends. I don't know. It just fucking pisses me off, man. I can't stand that shit. But uh so I don't know if you guys been paying attention to the NBA like that and everything. Lakers is doing the damn thing. I don't give a fuck if it's still early, but they doing the damn thing. Motherfuckers running the league as usual. I'm not gonna lie. Now they are doing a little bit better than I thought they were. They was going to do. Now don't get me wrong. Now the Clippers. I mean, just like I did say about the Clippers, they doing thing. But if you want to talk about the record wise, whatever, we're the best. We're the best. You know what I mean? Got DJ Khaled, these niggas. But yeah, they doing the damn thing. One thing I kind of don't like. I mean, it almost is like it is what it is. But Brian is putting a lot of minutes in. He's doing his regular, his regular shit, like almost playing the whole game and stuff. And I don't know if I would personally want that for him. May hate to say personally, he gives a fuck what I think, but I don't know if I would really personally want that. But just the way our teams are and everything, it's sad to say, he does have to put that time in. But what I will say is that going in, what I'm saying, like the first week or something like that, maybe, it was like, yeah, you know, it was whatever, a lot of people was going on washed up and shit. It's like, okay, well, let the motherfucker break himself in. He did just get his first injury, big injury at least. What I'm saying? So, it is what it is, but at the same time, he's doing the thing. I mean, these motherfuckers was just fucking averaging triple doubles. Now, of course, he wasn't on, Russell Westbrook's time, but at the same time, what I'm saying, he was averaging those triple doubles, and I mean, this motherfucker's going in. AD is doing AD. Plus, I think he's even gotten a little better. Which was bound to happen for real, for real. You play anybody's gonna play with Brian, and I don't give a fuck if you older than him and playing longer than him, just as long as him. You had an okay career. You play with this nigga, it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, shout out to the Lakers. I think it's gonna come down to the Western Conference Finals. Like I said, it still all depends at the end of the year what spot, like who has what spot between 1 and 8. The top 8 teams on each conference, East and West, goes to the playoffs. But it depends what spot is, who is who. But I just hope it comes down to that no matter what rank any of them are, they don't see each other to the Western Conference Finals. Because this is gonna be the shit. Battle LA, battle at the Staples Center, you know what I'm saying? Shit. And of course, the battle go to the finals. I mean, dude, you don't get no better than that. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I will watch every fucking game, and knowing that I have no chance of those games. I mean, unless they're like on Sunday or something, I have no chance of those games fucking being being at a good time, like 7, 8 o'clock on the East Coast. Because they're gonna beat 10, 30 games easily on the on the East Coast. So they give them the 7, 8 o'clock games, obviously on the West Coast, with that damn 3 hour difference. But I would stay up to watch at least the first half of a game. It was a game that's like elimination or game 7. Who the fuck's gonna win? I'm watching that shit. I'm sorry, everybody went away. I'm fucking riding down the road, let the one eye open and shit. Fuck it. It is what it is. But yeah, I really do hope it come down to that. That would be the shit. Um, yeah, the NFL, man. The NFL actually just, I don't know. I think the NFL kind of like, it is what it is. You still have the 49ers that's still undefeated. They actually play tomorrow, Monday. Patriots finally just got knocked off. Shit. That's damn shame. Who the fuck did this play? Um, fucking Lamar Jackson. Fucking Lamar Jackson. That nigga, he's going in. I mean, he's like fucking Vic 2.0. I mean, but when I say 2.0, I mean he's literally like this better. I mean, just all the way better. I mean this shit's crazy. This shit is crazy. I mean, he's going into rushing that he's doing. He's on pace to pass Vic's rushing record for the season, which I think is like lower 1,000 yards or something like that. And I mean, I don't know, man. It's fucking crazy. It's straight up crazy. It's straight up crazy how he's going in the way he's going in. He can throw. You know what I mean? He can't throw. I mean, he got to work a little bit better on his throwing. But at the same time, man, I mean, this dude, this fucking dude's going in, man. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. I mean, he has good people around him. The team has made some good trades and act on defense and shit, which is a good look. And I think the Ravens are just like, fuck it, we actually can take this. The way the year is going, I think they figured out the first few games that the way this year is going, that they can take the AFC North. So that's already guaranteed playoff spot. And it's like, fuck it, this is this you can get the top 2, the chance. I mean, they beat the Patriots now. That don't mean that they'll get the number 1 seed. I think the Patriots still get that, but I mean, even so, you still never know. Number 1 seed, shit, you got home field advantage no matter what. Second seed, you got home field advantage unless you face the number one team in the AFC Championship, then you're away. But if they get knocked off, then you got home field advantage, and it's crazy, man. Um, now I mean, don't get me wrong, I actually still would like to see the Chiefs go. The Chiefs, man, Chiefs has actually lost a heartbreaker earlier against the Tennessee Titans, man. I don't know if that was a good look. It was the first game back, Patrick Mahomes, for him to play, and I don't know the way it was looking. It was, I mean, games look, but it still looked like they was going to win. The Chiefs, nah, definitely wasn't like that. These niggas, I don't know what's going on. I didn't get a chance to catch the end of the game, but I mean, just the way that game just ended up going. I mean, I think it was like final score was like 35-32. I mean, this is crazy, man. Yeah, I just hope they can turn around. I mean, Pat Mahomes still, high completion, percentage. I mean, his yardage, I think he had like over 400, 4.5, had like 3 touchdowns. I mean, he's doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he came out and just went back like this name was never fucking hurt. But I don't know. The NFL's gonna be crazy. I don't know the fuck the Eagles going to do. I mean, I hate to keep fucking relying on fucking Dallas to lose. I mean, they played tonight against the Vikings, and it's making me sick because now we're relying on them to lose, but we still have to fucking win. It's just I think that D-Jack thing hurt us, which I'm still confused on why he got hurt the second week. If he just took that surgery, he would have came back. It would have been late, late in the season, but he probably would have been coming back in the next few weeks. Just I don't know. I guess I'm a little biased. I guess I can only talk for me or whatever, or maybe it's a little bit different because I'm not playing pro and all this stuff. But I don't know. I would have just did that, and if I had to say, doctor, well, you do the surgery, you're not gonna come back to like week 12. At least at minimum, but it's a good chance you work hard, this and that. For your age, week 12, you should be coming back. All right, bet. Fuck it. I'll just go ahead and do it. Instead of now you're just done for the season. I mean, worst come to worst, if we make it to the playoffs, I think he might be eligible to come back, but shit, who says we make it to the fucking playoffs? Like I said, back to the Cowboys is just, we rely on them to lose. I mean, it's a chance they could lose tonight, but the Vikings are a tough team. They funny sometimes. They a little finicky, but I don't know. At the same time, man, just to rely on the team to help our destiny. Just I don't know. The shit just fucking baffles me. I don't know, but either way, give me as usual. Give me your thoughts on what you think. How let me know what's up. All right, so I want to get on this power shit. Now I just want to let y'all know it has been a week. If you motherfuckers haven't watched the fucking mid-season finale of Power or anything else and haven't caught up, just I hate to say it, just stop listening to my shit now. If you're looking on YouTube, fast forward the shit. I think you fast forward probably on the fucking the apps too, of course. Just fast forward it, do something. Fucking stop listening to it. I don't care. But you better get a spoiler because now I'm not one of the ones that oh well, it's been 2 days, so why you didn't look at the shit yet? I mean, motherfuckers still got shit to do. And I'm not saying because you haven't looked at it yet in a week that you don't have shit to do, but I don't know. A week, it is what it is. I mean, yeah, I might feel some type way too, but if I was on this side, but it just is what it is. It's happened to me. It's about to happen to your ass too. So, Power mid-season finale. If you haven't heard the hashtag yet or anything, it is Who Shot Ghost. Self-explanatory. Now you already know what that means. Self-explanatory. Who shot Ghost? Ghost has got shot through how many seasons has it been? 7 seasons, 7 or 8 seasons, something like that. This nigga has not gotten shot at. Got beat up, punched, damn near died, a few times. Has never gotten shot. This nigga's gotten shot now. And now it's coming down to who shot him. And if you've seen the scene, towards the end, he's in this nightclub. Now, I found this kind of funny because they never showed anything like this. So he's in this nightclub. He's shutting down all the lights and everything, about to close up this and that. I ain't never once seen him, as long as he has Truth Nightclub, seen him shut down anything. You just assume as a motherfucker he has their hired shutting shit down. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I own this shit, I'm not shutting down my own shit unless, this is what it is. I'm doing some shit and I go ahead and go home. I know what to do. But you usually don't never see that. I mean, hell, fucking half time he probably ain't even there. So he's shutting shit down, and throughout the episode, he's like, "You can't stop me," to everybody. You're not going to stop this from me, because he's about to become, well, he's in a running to become lieutenant governor, which is basically, vice president, of being a governor. But so he's shutting everything down. I found it kind of weird. I'm like, why the hell was he shutting down his own shit? Like, this seems weird AF. That balcony always stands on. Shit zooms in, and the fuck, what the fucking remember fucking Ramirez, and she gets out the car, and obviously it's not her who shot him. She gets out the car, pow, shot go off. She looks up like, oh shit, what the hell just happened? And he's falling. Now, another part of the shit that's been going on in that episode was he's been like hallucinating crazy, seeing Angie. He was talking to his daughter, Narena. He's just been like out there. I guess his life is like really about to change, and stuff is just starting to hit him down. And he's just really trying to become a new person. Does not want to be Ghost affiliated to that name no more. He wants to be straight up James St. Patrick, and I respect it. It is what it is. But you still have a lot of enemies and demons that haven't gotten nowhere near settled yet, and it's like, dude, when you about to become way the fuck up here, and it goes for anything, it's only one way to go after that. So that's what it comes down to, who shot Ghost. Like I said, pow, shot goes off. Now they're showing each scene of motherfuckers right before the shot goes off of them coming to the club. So they have Tariq just left the club because he wanted Tariq to go to the police station and turn himself in for the shit that was going on. Is that like, look, I got your back, this and that. We can work shit around it. You're a juvenile. We can get past this, and you still can live a good life, like, and still go on with your life after all this. It's just one little thing, is that it'll work out for us all. And he did once say after he shot the cop that I would take the rap for you if needed. So, but I kind of agree, things do change, but at the same time, I mean, you tell your kids something, it's like, but I think certain situations, I kind of agree with Ghost on this one a little bit. Cause if all this shit wasn't happening with Lieutenant Governor shit, yeah, then maybe he could, or he probably would, but still trying to find a way, like, look, I'm gonna take the rap, you don't have to worry about it, but now I gotta look out for myself. I'm trying to get out of this so I don't get fucking bagged. So Tariq is leaving the club. They show that scene. They show Tasha on her way there. They show Tommy on his way there. They show Paz, which is, remember Angie's sister, on her way there. Cooper Sachs, which is the other AUSA that got fired, on his way there. Dre is on his way there. You got fucking Tate on his way there. So all these guys do have legitimate reason. As I said, Tariq, Tasha, because he grabbed her up, yoked her up. It's not funny, but he yoked her. He yoked that girl. He yoked that woman to fuck up. But threatened to fucking shut her down and get in trouble for dealing drugs and shit out the daycare, and shut her trying to shut her new life down. Plus, he killed, well, quote unquote, killed Terry Silver, which is his old lawyer and the guy that she was possibly about to have a little something with. and was really feeling him. Tommy, Tommy has a lot of reasons right now, but one of the last reasons was Tommy's shit is shut down now. I mean, his right hand man's is they in jail, and they about to get hit for all his stuff. Like he has nothing. Whatever money he's sitting on. Fucking Lakeisha's dead, which he kind of believes Ghost now didn't kill him, but it's like somebody did, and I think something type thing. Just like everybody keeps saying about Angie dying. Cooper Sacks, he just sick and wants his job back and just wants to take everybody to fuck there. That's including Tom. I mean, everybody else. The lawyer and shit, he got shot up, but still, Dre, he I don't know why Dre trusted him. Yeah, he just got Dre fucking locked up, and Dre had to lie and get his ass out of there. That's why What's Her Face was coming with a arrest warrant to come get him and shit like that. And of course, Paz, that was Angie's sister, and he knows something. She does believe in her heart that he didn't kill her, but it's like something. Like you was there, obviously, and you saw what happened. You're not stupid. Even if you didn't see what happened, you just know. I know you're in the streets, and you got the bull Tate. uh I mean, I guess he did ruin his life. I mean, he was, trying to become governor and shit like that. And I don't know. So, I mean, if you break down all the scenarios and stuff, just out of the ones that they show on Who Shot Ghost, the only ones I really would pick, I don't think Dre got there yet because, like I said, the cop was there. Now, I don't know if these scenes, see, of course, they always do this shit to fuck with you. And I can't, that's one of my biggest pet peeves about shows is fucking cliffhangers. It's one thing you have a little cliffhanger or something, but I mean, these cliffhangers that leave you like literally the fucking name that is called is cliffhanger, leave you hanging on the ledge, wondering if a motherfucker gonna fucking pull your hand up. And I mean, that's what that shit feels like. Like, I don't like that. Stop it. That goes to for all the shows. You fucks. Stop it. I don't like that shit. But I mean, I don't know if they doing something just to trick you, and really somebody that out of those was 7 of them that was there. Or I'm sorry, that was showing in the cutscene on their way there. If they was really there, I'm saying, like, Dre was on his way there driving. Okay, me personally, I don't think it was him because he would have ran into the cop that was coming to arrest him, or was he really there and they was showing just that scene? But if without thinking too much into it, I don't think it was him because he didn't get there yet. Paz didn't get there yet. Sax didn't get there yet. So them 3 out the way. Tommy, we don't know if he got there yet because he knows how to get in and out of anything. You know what I'm saying? So he knows he can sneak into places. And plus, I know I know he knows how to get in the Truth nightclub. So Tommy's still question mark. Same with Tasha. She knows how to get in there. I'm pretty sure she knows how to get in there. But of course, she's not like ghost like Tommy is. And Tariq, even though they was showing him leaving, even if it wasn't him, remember when a few episodes ago when Lorgan Man got shot up, he let Tommy in through the back. So did he leave another door open again when he went back to talk to his dad just to make sure that, so you really want me to do this? All right, bet. I got you. And was leaving. It's like, fuck that. This nigga gonna die today. I'm tired of shit. I mean, you want me to ruin my fucking life after you told me you was gonna fucking make sure mine was good. What I'm saying? You to fuck me over, all this other shit. So I wonder if he left the door open again, not necessarily for Tommy, but for somebody. I know he still owes Dre, but like I said, I don't think Dre made it there. He could have did it for Tommy, but I think Tommy could have gotten in there. Maybe did it for his mom. He could have did it for somebody else. Now, if you want to go outside of this, a lot of people saying they don't think at all like what motive Ramona has in this. I don't know. A little bit, yeah, because I think deep down she knows his past or something like that, and somehow, some way, I don't know if Ghost is somewhat connected a little bit in her past or something's happened or I don't know. I mean, like I said, that's another thing to think that you thinking a little too much deep into it, and you don't have nothing to go along those lines. But I kind of think it's her a little bit. Um, she really didn't want to go public, which is cool. 'Cause I understand the shit that's going on. Why she wouldn't want to go public, but when he was being followed the couple times, Ghost, and we never know who that car was following. They never even glimpsed towards it or nothing. Once we saw a car two times, same car. Well, we only saw the car once, but somebody watching on one time, which I'm assuming is that car that was following them. They showed in the other scene. Um, and they were outside. I think either outside of Truth or outside his apartment or something. And I guess he went in for a hug. She was like, "No, let's get it look like no, let's shake hands." And but that car was out there looking at him, and I don't know if something's connected with that or if he was straight being followed. But to put her to the side, who was following Ghost, it actually could have been that person. Could have been somebody in there following him. Could have been somebody, following him that got in there, or that got in there somehow. Um, but I don't know who in the hell is from. Like I try to think of stuff like who's in his past that could have gotten him. Is it the uncle? Because if you remember in that scene when he went to his uncle's spot, he obviously hasn't been around there in a while because he thought his uncle wouldn't remember him. And they was talking this and that, and he wanted to buy his bar for the Queen's Child Project. And when his uncle was talking about his dad, being murdered, and he knew it was young people, Ghost was having that look. It was like, yes, like, oh shit, yeah, that I had something to do with that type look. Something to do with it or involved somehow, knew who did it, just like everything else, and not saying, and I wonder if the uncle knew deep down, like you had something to do with it, or blah blah blah. And that bar was his dad's spot, I guess. His uncle obviously took it over. But Ghost never been back, but he's been in that life. I'm pretty sure. I wonder if deep down was that uncle was like, no, fuck you, you're not coming back, and then just going to think you just going to take over now and this and that. So I got this might sound weird. I don't really think it's nobody that they're showing. I really don't think it's nobody that they're showing. If I had to pick one out of all of them, I had to pick one. Um, I think it's Tariq. I think if it's not Tariq that pulled the trigger, they saw him leaving, but I don't care about that. He could have heard me and ran back inside. Um, but even though I don't know, or if not, he knows he had something to do with it. He was connected in some way. So if it wasn't him to pull the trigger, he connected in some way. And I don't know if that goes to maybe the person who was following him in that car. But outside, like I said, outside, I picked Tariq. But outside of them, those seven, then I think Ramona or whoever was in that car. I'm sorry, no, I think either Ramona or I think that uncle. That's who I think it is. Um, but yeah, just the way this episode went, just the way this season's been going. Unlike the past few, I think maybe like past like two seasons or something like that. It seems like this has been rushing them. Maybe because they did, the season hasn't been crazy long like that. Um, I don't know, man. I don't think this is rushed though. I think they are, I think it is pretty much well put together for the most part. I mean, you can kind of tell they are obviously the last season, all right. So they're trying to close a lot of chapters and stuff. I think if this season was like a 20 episode season and stuff like that, I think it's hard for these hour episode seasons shows in any shows. When they're hour for some reason, saying they'll be that long, but if they're like a half hour, like kind of like sitcoms and shit, seems like they be getting like 25 episodes and shit. So I wonder if it has something to do with time. But like people's attention spans and shit like that. But I think it's gonna come out be like 14 episodes. See, I think if they had like 20, something like that, I think they wouldn't have to close and do a couple things too quick. But like I said, I think it is pretty much well put together. Um, I guess it's one of those things. We're just going to wait until to see what the fuck is going to happen. I think it comes back on January, early January or something like that. I think it comes back. Um, yeah, man. Power is. I put it this way. It's definitely not. It's definitely not. Disappointing at all. It ain't disappointing. I'm still pissed off at that. Um, I don't know. Now, I did real quick. I think I remember my prediction. So I said in the beginning, I think Ghost is gonna go off, do him, do some shit, and do whatever. I ain't see this happening, but with the lieutenant governor and shit like that, or even getting into politics, but like to still him, that's still another thing of saying him going off and doing this thing. I thought Tasha actually was gonna get banged and get bagged and go and get locked up. And I thought everybody thought Tariq, the the boy and the girl, and where the fuck are they? Where is that girl at? And who the fuck is she connected to? And I'm still wondering on that because she was talking to somebody the last episode she was in, and it never was known who the fuck she was talking to again. And I still wonder if it's still everything's still all connected. But I still think Tariq is still gonna get the game, which he kind of basically is now. Um, I think that girl still has some shit to do with this show. And I'm not sure where the one white boy is, but everybody thought, he was Ghost, the girl was Tasha, and the white boy was gonna be Tommy. Um, yeah, I think they kind of little played this on that a little bit. Everybody like jumped on that. Even though I did kind of, I was skeptical of it. I said it, but I still was kind of skeptical of it. But either way, nevertheless, I did say it. But I still think she has something to do with this show. Tariq, I think it's like saying come to new goals, new big drug dealer and shit. Um, I think Tommy's gonna end up getting murked. Um, I think he's gonna end up getting murked. They're gonna figure out cops gonna figure out a lot of shit, not about Ghost, but about everything else and to do with him. Or they are gonna figure out him. Like I said, Tommy does still get fucking popped and Ghost, even though he doesn't have nothing to do with pops, I still think he fucking runs off one or the other. But I still think he goes out and just beats him. Just he's going, whether Oscar or something. Trying to think who else. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it with the character. They killed off the Keys. Um, you know, I think Tate's gonna end up getting what he wants, and he'll probably end up being lieutenant governor because the woman that is running for governor did say he is runner up. If Ghost didn't get like another building or something like that. So that's how I think how I think things gonna go. I think that this chick cop on it what she wants. She might end up the one guy's place, or if not, she's gonna become a new AUSA or something like that. So I think things gonna go good for her. Um, I think Sax is gonna end up getting fucked up. Um, yeah, I don't think I think that's pretty much it. Everybody else, it is what it is. I think Dre's gonna end up getting murked. Um, I don't, you know what? No, Dre, I'm a little confused. I think he's gonna get what he wants. Whatever he wants, I think he's gonna get. Now, if it's killing ghosts, I don't think he's gonna get that. But everything else, I think he end up getting whatever it's gonna be. So he wants his daughter. I think he's gonna get his daughter. I wouldn't spy. He becomes one of the next big ones, either alongside Tariq or just they just got their territories type thing. Um, but yeah, man, I just going on forever. But yeah, this shit is definitely getting crazy. I came into January and I think they only have like 5 more episodes after this. I don't know how the hell it's mid-season. There's fucking 5 more episodes left. But either way, it's 5 more episodes left, and I just hope they don't rush these next 5. Just kind of like smooth them, spread them out, and just kind of like get to the point. Don't rush it, but just twinkle your way to the point. Um, so it's been a lot of controversy going on in the news with Ti. So if for some reason you haven't heard this, Ti, the rapper, just in case, from Atlanta, is has quite a few kids. One of them is a daughter, 18 years old in college. So apparently, um, he's been going to the gynecologist with his daughter once a year. So a yearly visit. I think he's been doing it since, as far as I know, what it seems like he's been doing it since she's been 16. So at least for a couple years. And he's been going there not to just to make sure, she fresh and good and all that. Well, yeah, that too. But a lot of double standards out here. Um, oh man, it's been a lot of back and forth on should guys, aka or personal shit like that. Okay, so I'm gonna give opinion on it first. I'm gonna go ahead and start off. I'm gonna give my opinion. My opinion is everybody has their own rules on how they do their kids. No matter what you think it is or how it is, good or bad. Anybody can be, not just him, anybody about anything with the kids can be right or wrong, but that's what they believe in, and that just is what it is. Everybody has an opinion on something, and you have that right on it, but that's all it's going to be. It's just an opinion. Um, the way I feel is that I don't think it's nothing wrong with taking your daughter there. Sure she's good, and asking her this and that. And I think I will leave it as that. I don't know if I would 100% at least check with the doctor. And the doctor can't say anything. I think she has to sign a form, especially with her being 18, has to sign a form to say, um, yeah, I want, blank blank to know. So in this case, talking about, your father. Yes, I want my father to know. She has to sign a form to say, release whatever information. Um, so I mean, if she volunteered that, then I mean, fine. I still would find a comment. No, I don't want to know anything. That's cool. Just come back, tell me what you want. Unless they really insist on it, this and that. Okay, well, whatever, fine. Um, but I don't know if I'm gonna come out and just be like, yeah, I need to know if you've been getting it in or not. You been fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, who goes and go check to see if their hymen intact? I mean, and like I said, I don't 100% technically have a kid right now. Definitely do on the way. I would have like little opinions on to myself. I'll keep them to myself. Even if I did talk about stuff, I wouldn't go hard and talk about, look, I ain't got no kids. I ain't talk about this and that. You know what I'm saying? Plus, it ain't my business. It's about, about other shit. But in this case, it's still the same way, but I feel definitely with one on the way, and especially with it being a girl. Yeah, I think I have a little bit more of an opinion. Damn, but knock my damn lamp down. Um, I think I have a little bit more of an opinion, but like I said, that's all it is. It is what it is. That's his house. That's his household. You know what I'm saying? It's the man in the house. So if Tiny, which is his wife, is not like, you know, oh blah 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 and cackling about it, which it seems not, but even if she is, like maybe she's kind of like not scared he's gonna hit her, but scared like, like they're scared, like, because I have that much respect for that parent, you know what I'm saying? Um, but I'm safe five. So I listened to that, and they was talking about it also. And so people call in and stuff and say this and that. And like I said, besides reading, I'm listening to this also. Actually hearing people say stuff, and you get a lot more people against it, but I'm actually hearing people that's kind of like for it a little bit, and it's actually women that said. So I'm here a couple of things that I've heard that women said, going along with it and saying like, look, that's his household, you know, that's his daughter, and if you know, especially with her feeling that it's okay and he has the right to say this and that about it, then you know, that's fine. She wants to, wants to do this and that, and she thinks it's okay, whatever. Then leave it as that. That's that man's daughter. That's that man's household. You know, who are you to say anything? Heather B, that's one the co-host on there. Um, she pretty much simply saying that's household. He can do what he want. You 18, you're quote unquote technically, an adult, but as long as you living on my house, you know, you living on my roof, you know, you, you go by my rules, and this is my rules. And usually a lot of parents do that. Even the person 22 even now, motherfuckers got rules. Saying I've heard parents going as far as and is grown. Like, I mean, 22 is like somebody still living at home at 22 seems like that's okay. It's not like you 30, 52, what I'm saying, living at home, like, but never moved away. Like something happened, you need to move back. That's one thing, but just never left type thing. Like 22, it still seems like, all right, you still doing your shit. Like, not saying it's young to move out, but it's like, I don't think it's a quote unquote necessity. But either way, nonetheless, yeah, I pretty much think that the way she was going with it was, you know, you're under my roof, and I don't care if how old you are. You're 22, and you're grown. You're 22 years old. You're all the way above age now, and if I have a rules on something, I've heard that's what I'm saying. So I've heard even like parents, motherfuckers had to be home by a certain time. Not that it necessarily had a curfew. Now these are grown. Not necessarily had a curfew, but they were adamant about having the alarm on at a certain time. So look, we go to bed. Um, the alarm is to be set by 12 o'clock, 12:30 or some shit like that. Now you don't like that. Who the fuck coming home 12:30? Especially on the weekend. You know what I'm saying? Or you ain't got work the next day or some shit. Like, who the fuck coming home? You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, we going where? Yeah, I can stay at your crib because I ain't gonna, nobody's not ask me that, but I heard people, ask people like, all right, cool, I need to stay at your crib because if I ain't home by then, they put the alarm on, this and that, and the alarm start going off and they start snapping and shit, this and that. I think that a little bit is a stream, but like I said, if it's their rules, what the fuck they gonna do? Motherfuckers probably doing that shit on purpose because it's like, look, get the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? I don't think T.I. is doing that for her to get the fuck out because I think he truly cares and loves her. Then you got other people calling, and I'm reading up different shit. Like I said, people's, he has his own insecurities because just being a man and probably stuff he's done when he was younger and shit like that. You know, I don't disagree with that. Maybe it's a little bit of stuff that you've done and probably like, oh hell no, you motherfuckers doing that to my daughter. But it's kind of fucked up to say, which I really don't understand when people say stuff like that, and then somebody counters it is like, well, you ain't got too much to say because you did that and did that, so why she can't do that? What the fuck you mean? You can do stuff that was wrong and fucked up, and you know what I'm saying? So I went out here, robbed the bank, and did fucking 10 years, got caught, did 10 years. It's like, well, I can't say nothing. My fucking kid does it. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's do the same shit and get in trouble any type of way. Yeah, I am going to do that. I'm going to act the court. If he's trying to, if that's one of the reasons, nobody really knows the reason. So if that is the reason, then maybe that's why he wants to make sure she's right. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe he just nosy. Maybe he ain't right in the head. You know what I'm saying? We don't really know. But um he has said on, I forgot what podcast he was on, but they end up taking it down anyway. But don't matter. The podcast that he said he wasn't on his podcast, he was on somebody else's podcast, and the podcast that he said it on, what I'm saying, he did say that he's had sex talks with her, and just talks amongst around that and that sort of conversation on it and stuff like that, and seems like they got a good relationship and this and that. But I mean, just to go as far as seeing the Hymen's broken, I think that's a little. I personally think that's a little extreme. Um, you know, I just hope that, and it seems like he does, but I just hope that anybody will have a good enough relationship with their kid that about this and that, or tell them this and that, or whatever, you know about whatever. Then I don't think Now I don't think it's not wrong with him going, but if he wants to know depth stuff, like if he wanted to know this and that, and I mean, like I think if a parent comes up and asks, like, "Man, you still a virgin? You been doing anything?" They feel embarrassed. At the same time, I think they should answer, but going to the extreme to make sure that they haven't yet is a little bit different. But I think that question should be answered if asked. Kind of like really more like better be answered. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, if you got that good relationship, you might not have to ask. They might say something, or they might just be like, "Oh my gosh," or I kind of did something. You know what I mean? I don't know. But like I said, 18 years old, her first year in college, and she still goes. she still goes with him. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I just think that I think it is might be a little controlling, possibly. You know what I mean? And Ti does have like that personality to where he does seem like he's controlling and shit like that. Uh, but then also another thing too, I've been reading up a lot, and a couple people have said that it's ways in which I didn't really kind of. There's other ways for it to really be broken, but the examples that he was getting given, I was like, oh shit, really? And you can also do that. Um, let's see, it was other stuff like sports, um, bike riding. Let me see. Let me search this up real quick. Um, yeah, 'cause it's just weird some of the stuff that they had. Okay, so they saying that what I said athletics. So I said bike riding, athletics, playing sports, horseback riding, and just saying other forms of athletic physical activity. And he's like, no, she don't do none of that. She don't ride no damn bike. She don't play no sports. She don't do no fucking horseback riding. Just check it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, you want to check that bad? Like, I don't know. That just seems a little weird. I don't want to know this and that. Um, for 2 years, let's go to the store to make sure she's good and have the right stuff. And it's crazy, guys. I said part of this to my fiance because I forgot what the fuck we was talking about, but I was just fucking where I was like, geez, I might be the one to fucking make sure, she's clean and stuff like that or whatever. I'm just joking around with her, stuff. Cause we was talking about just, I think we was talking about just different stuff, like, talks and stuff we're going to eventually have. And I was like, Jesus, man, don't make me have to be the one that had to talks with her about this and that, stuff that's changing with her body and everything. And, make sure her hygiene's good and stuff and, all this other stuff. But, I don't know, it seemed kind of weird shit. You know what I'm saying? I hate for her to go in school and teacher overhear that shit. They say, I'm at home, hear the doorbell ring. Yeah, this police department. I made 10 cop cars outside, guns drawn, shit. Cause they think I did some shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, but hey, put it this way. Now, this right here, I think I've heard her one of the callers call in and was like, you know, her husband makes sure, their daughter has everything she needs and, have hygiene talks with her and stuff like that. And I'm 100% down with that. Like, for real, I ain't even gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I think I might went to the store once for her to for my family has or something like that. But besides that, I mean, for her, just weird being that young, you talking about somebody grown or whatever like that, I mean, she needs it. I'll get it for her, of course. But with my daughter, yeah, I definitely would do it for her. Just for the simple fact being that young, you don't need to be confused about anything. You know what I'm saying? And it's not about just smelling good or anything like for somebody else. No, that's for you. You know what I'm saying? I make sure I'm clean and fresh for me, not for nobody else. You know what I'm saying? Nobody else don't have nothing to do with this. Just me. This is what it is. But yeah, man, I don't know. This shit was crazy. Um just yeah, just daughter fathers out there who got girls, just I don't think it's that serious, man. Just, just pretty much do you and you know, they'll do them, but just make sure you on kind of like on top of them a little bit, kind of like right behind them. You know what I mean? If you gotta do the Bad Boy 2 scene with them, which I'm ready to do that shit. I got motherfuckers on call for that shit. You know what I'm saying? But just I don't know, just have their back and be on their side, be in their ear about shit. But that right there's a little too far. But other than that, guys, go ahead and get out of here. Once again, I am on Spotify now. And you also can search me on iTunes, Stitcher, and Google Play. You Won't Say It, I Will podcast. You can find me on Instagram and YouTube. You Won't Say It, I Will podcast. And you can find me on Twitter, YBSIIW. This is your host, Ron C. And this is the You Won't Say It, I Will podcast.